Okay, we just saved our file, but we also have to make sure that we save the normal map we had generated, otherwise we'll lose once we get out of Blender. It should be simple. I'll go to the image editor. This one I'll just say image save as into my Blender folder, normals.png. Fine. Save. And let us also make sure that we use that particular image file in that. Okay, it is saved. Fine. So the next step would be to start bringing in our wings. Before that, we'll make sure that we'll have a bone generated for the wings, which will be parented to the shoulder bones, which will be extruded from the shoulder bones. For butterfly wings, we just need one bone, because those wings don't bend. If it was something like a tail, then we would have to use a chain of bones, probably with an inverse kinematics. We don't need all that right now. So let us go and select the shoulder bone, left shoulder, go to edit mode and extrude, so that shows as shoulder L001. We'll escape and grab on the z-axis for 1 unit, so that it is showing up clear, and we'll rename it to wing.l. We'll do the same thing on the right side also. Extrude, escape, grab z1, enter, and rename this to wing.r. Now that done, we'll have to bring in our wings object. I already created one, the obj file with material as well as its texture. Let us bring it in. File, import my object file on my, not there, in my tutorial files folder, obj, import. Okay, right now you can see that I have modeled only one side. You can just mirror it and let me grab, not on edit mode, on object mode. Let us bring it to somewhere around here. And on my side, little bit to the back. On the top, let me rotate it on, no, before that I'll just move it out towards, a little bit out onto the shoulder. Rotate on z-axis like so, and just push it in enough. Should be okay. The front view. Now if we mirror, it will be off center, so we'll have to make sure we get our this object's pivot point towards the center. With the object selected, I'll go to space menu, set origin to 3D cursor. With that, another thing we can see is like let's try first applying the mirror modifier. Mirror on x-axis, I don't need to merge, I don't need a vertex group. You see that it is not exactly mirrored in the V shape. It's not mirrored in the global axis, it's only mirrored in the local axis. To get rid of that, let me just get out this, the local axis into global axis. For that we'll have to apply rotation, Control A, and apply rotation. Now if we add the mirror modifier, that looks about right. And since we want that as a single object, let me apply the modifier so that it's just one single wing object.
Now we'll look at rigging the wings. This is not going to be very difficult as we don't want to weight paint or anything. We have only one bone for the entire side of the wing. So we could just create a vertex group and assign to it. But before that, we'll place the bones, the new bones that we have created appropriately. Bones we want to disconnect in edit mode, not in pose mode. We disconnect. Rotation and scale we don't even have to inherit. Okay, similarly the other bone also. Actually, I'll go ahead and hide the model so that we can work very well with only the bones and the wing. The model, the shirt, hat, eyes. Okay, done. Placing the bones, it's like you can do it whatever way you like. I try to just keep it in sync, do both the sides at the same time. Grab scale into X. Again, I'll go ahead and pause the video when I actually set it up. Okay, that was easy. We just have our bone on our wing. That's it. So now we can just go ahead and parent it to it. We'll go over to the object mode. First select the wing, then select the armature. Any part of armature should do, and parent, Control P, with empty groups. This will create empty vertex groups with the name of these bones. So if we look at the vertex groups, we have a wing.l and then we'll be having a wing.r. We just have to assign vertices onto those vertex groups. Okay, let me go to edit mode, deselect all. I'll select wing.el. Just make sure nothing is selected. Select, okay, nothing shows. And wireframe, so that I select both the front and back vertices. This is a very ugly topology, but that works for me. Here, let me select all my left-sided wings and assign to wing.l. Deselect all, go and search wing.r. There. Here, select everything on this side and assign. Deselect all. We'll just verify. Wing.r select, it selects this side. Fine. Wing.l select, it selects all this side. Fine. Deselect all. We'll select everything else. That is it. I believe we have already rigged our wings. We'll just go and try it out. Go to pose mode. First select this, go to pose mode. Rotate, yeah, whatever. Rotate. Cool. Now we have rigged our wing. Okay, just go ahead and save. One other thing I always like to do is to keep all the texture and normal and all other supporting files inside Blender, so that when I copy out the model, I don't have to specifically go and search for those images. For that, on every object, I'll have to just go to here. We have this button here which says pack an image as embedded data. That's what I actually want to do for each one of those. Just go ahead and do it for all the models we have in here.